Well, what's up, guys? Got Dave here, and I am done modding the 701. I'll tell you what, and I think the only reason I'm saying that is because I just finished doing another mod to it, and it was very cheap. Didn't cost me very much. It didn't take very much time, and I think it's really cool. But this is the way that I feel every single time that I do a mod, and it doesn't matter which bike. You know, I mean, even the Grom or the Beta or whatever, every time that I do a mod to the bike, I'm like, okay, that is it, man. This thing is perfect. It is absolutely perfected. It's all modded out. I don't need to do a single thing more to it. Every time I think I'm done, I always end up spending more money, man. But it's fun. It's part of the hobby for me. I like it. You know, some people just ride and ride and ride, but to me, it's a lot of the hobby is modding my bike out. That's a lot of fun for me, and I like working on my stuff. And I hate working on bikes when they're broken. You know, like I don't like working on stuff when I have to, but I like working on stuff when I want to. It's fun. Just like when you buy a new mod and then you know, get it in the mail, or you get home from the store and start, you know, you take the old stuff off your bike and you put the new stuff on, and it's cool. I enjoy that a lot. And this most recent mod that I did to this bike, I put a little tip, a little it's about a 45-degree angle, little piece of 1.5-inch diameter tubing at a 45-degree angle tip, and just to deflect the exhaust gas down rather than having it blowing on the left turn signal how it is stock. Yeah, this is the latest mod that I just did to this bike, and it's actually really cool because ever since I bought this 701 Supermoto, I always thought it was stupid that they put this little piece of heat shield stuff on the underside of the signal there, you know, so that the exhaust wouldn't melt your frickin' turn signal. And so I fixed that problem the way that they should have at the factory and put a little tip on there. And it just a little curved piece of metal. I took a U-bend, and this one is 1.5 inches. If you have a 701 Supermoto that you want to do this to, you use a piece of 1.5 inch U-bend, and I cut it right where the leg was straight, and then used a little bit of the curved part and cut it there. And that's what it is. It's straight there, and then it's like goes to the curved, and I cut it, deburred it, looks really nice. And how I fixed it on there is I drilled a little hole there and a little hole there in the tube, and the 1.5 inch tubing slides right over that tip on the exhaust, and then I just reached in there and I welded this piece onto that ring that's on the inside. So if you want to get technical about it, it's really not, I don't know, maybe it's not the way to go because it's not temporary. You know, like if you used like a couple of screws instead of welding it, if you don't like the way it looks, you could take it back off, you know, and you just have like a couple little holes in the ring that surrounds that exhaust tip. But the way I did it is I just welded it. That way it's solid. I don't have to worry about it vibrating. And that's really the only thing that I've thought was kind of hokey about this bike, you know, that kind of looked like an afterthought, is that the exhaust was aiming right at the blinker, and the manufacturers, they put like this little piece of heat tape stuff, like this aluminum foil with two-sided tape on it, like on the underside of the blinker, so that the blinker wouldn't get like melted. But ever since I bought the bike, I always thought that was kind of stupid. Thought that was kind of cheesy, and on more than one occasion, someone, you know, like up at the rock store or whatever, was looking at this bike, and they were like, what the hell? You know, like the exhaust aims right at the blinker, and there's like a piece of heat shield. And one of the guys was even like, did you do that? And I go, no, believe it or not, that's factory. And he's like, what the hell? You know, that doesn't really look, yeah, it really looks like an afterthought. It's weird, you know, any bike that I have, I always think to myself that, like, when I do the last mod, you know, I put something on there and I go, okay, now I'm done. Now I'm finished. I don't have anything more that I want to do to this bike. I am totally satisfied with how it looks, how it performs, everything's cool. And then, you know, a few months later, half a year later, I'll be like, you know what? It would kind of be better if I did this, or you know, it feels like it needs something, you know, something else. But it's just funny how, like, anytime I do a mod to a bike, I'm like, okay, this is it, man, you know, like, I am done with this bike. And then, whatever, half a year later or something comes up, and I'm like, you know what, I really should get one more thing for this bike. So let me know what you think, and let me know, I don't know, what's the most recent thing that you've done to your bike, or what's the final thing that you've done to your bike for now. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.